There we go, I think I'm recording. So this is Grav Lab. I haven't played a whole lot of this. Mostly because I guess I had other things to play, and I ended up just tweaking puzzles forever, and it was kind of murdering my brain. Open door. This seems
Welcome to Gravity Lab. To comply with regulations, you must
one of the
follow
buttons
the
works.
tutorial. Thank you for choosing Gravity Lab, the leading gravity modification and cat food brand.
cat food. So, start tutorial reception. Oh! Pulling the trigger actually works the other hand when I have the menu.
Gravity Lab.
Oh, this is
Comply with
confusing.
regulations. You must absolve a tutorial. Thank you for choosing Gravity
That
Lab,
explains why the button
gravity
didn't work,
modification
I
and
guess.
cat food brand.
Oh, that is also... okay. Teleport. Press and hold the teleport button. Aim at location and release.
Comply with regulations. You must absolve a tutorial. Thank you for choosing Gravity Lab, the leading gravity modification and cat food brand.
Yeah, I can use this hand to trigger things with the other hand. This kind of teleportation is way better than the one that fades to black and back again. That disorients me something horrid. This works better. Is this the same one? I think so. Hint an alternate button mapping is available in the settings. I don't think I can access the settings right now.
Our sensors detected possible structural damage due to micrometeorites. We recommend using our patented side-to-side transport to enter the tutorial airlock.
Is this... have I just been going... Teleport. That highlights the grip buttons. I don't... Yeah. This is the same
Transport with the
sign.
menu on the back of your hand.
Gravity Lab hand controller EVT2. This is nice detail. Because things you can bring up close, it's always nice when there's
Detected possible structural
fine
damage
detail
due to
near field.
micrometeorites. We recommend using our side-to-side transport to enter the tutorial airlock. You can initiate the transport with the menu on the back of your hand.
Menu on the back. Oh, I guess it's the start tutorial.
Our sensors detected possible structural damage due to micrometeorites. We recommend using our
Yeah, I need to touch with that finger and press the other trigger.
scenario. To simulate the production use of our equipment, we created tests that use items to transport balls into bends.
This is
As you
correct
can see,
anyway.
This scenario is pre-solved, and the only thing you need to do is to run the solution. Open the menu and press the Run Solution button.
Run solution.
Congratulations! You now know how to run a solution. Next, we will show you how to spawn items and modify their position with your prototype controllers.
Next level.
To solve this test scenario, you have to spawn a new item from your toolbox.
I was gonna try the locomotion, but I don't know if I can
Place it in the correct spot. Afterward,
exit
run
the...
solution.
I don't think I can access... There's a menu now? Oh, I can guess... check the options now. This is a lot of stuff, but we have nice categories. FPS is not very happy. Yeah, CPU is maxed. I have a new PC or components on order because Black Friday stuff, Black Week as they call it, or Black Weekend. All the things are black. So I'll have a better PC soon because this i5 does not like recording and playing games at the same time, which is annoying. Anyway, teleport instant. Okay. So let's see. Back. Oh, this might actually make things easier, I guess. Is it locked to my headset? And seems to keep. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the particles follow my hand. That is a bit weird. Oh, I guess it's actually when it's following the hand. I guess it's projecting the menu, but now it's floaty particles that are local to the hand, so it looks a bit weird moving it around. Let's see. Settings, menu, and click this one. Options. Teleport instant, teleport zoom, movement. Oh, so okay. So these are different main modes. Slow controller, fast head, fast controller, movement, arm swing, world grab, cloud step. There's a ton of stuff. Okay. I'm gonna say what I have gotten used to playing more than 100 hours of Gunheart. That is smooth locomotion on the left touchpad and teleport on the right touchpad. Having access to both is nice because teleport goes the long distance and the smooth locomotion can be used to adjust, like if you're close up to something and don't actually have space to move. Actually, having those artificial control methods usually have me not move out of my center spot. But yeah, boop. Teleport zoom is what I prefer. Otherwise, uh-oh. I get way less disoriented when I'm animated to the new position rather than warped. So I very much appreciate this option, and if it's a teleportation game, it's something I will request. Direct warping also works, but if it fades to black, like in SteamVR Home, I really dislike it. That's something I haven't that wasn't something that was intuitive to me, but something that I just realized after some time, after experiencing the various different options. So the left touchpad does... Oh, it does... This side doesn't click anymore. I can click down there. Can't turn in the other direction. This is move on click. That works, but obviously, as both controllers are now having the touchpad issue, I can't actually move in that direction. Right, forwards and right. I guess 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Something that helps with this, that I also request in most games that has smooth locomotion, is move on touch, because touch usually doesn't break. It hasn't. I have some glitches on one of the controllers because I have a nick in the touchpad, but move on touch is so much better for smooth locomotion on Vive, for me anyway. I've seen other people also prefer it. Clicking, if I have locomotion on click, I want it to not be an analog direction. I just then want the forward button and I will go in the way I point. So I just click it. This is usually what I did in the beginning when there were no games that really used walk on touch. Then I just clicked it forward, pressing down with the base of my thumb, and use that to move around. Let's check more of the options. Vignetting on and off. I use that, and that is the option that had me getting used to smooth locomotion standing up in the beginning. So it's definitely a good option. I've ordered thinner foam because now I can't even detect the reduction in field of view. Can't detect it even if I push the headset into my face. Did I even turn it on? How does it look on screen? I can't see it. Did I screw something up? Oh, wrong button. Vignetting on. Maybe I need to do the... This is something I also always use, mostly always. Because now, as I mentioned, this is how I would play this game. I would use the hand. I would press forward and always using the other hand, of course. So I'm pressing forward on this, but this hand is controlling direction. Something... Oh, that's nice. In some cases, resting the arm straight down will have me go backwards because the steep angle of the controller would have the axis flip over. I'm not sure why that happens. That is specifically happening in Gunheart, and I've reported it about 500 times, but they haven't fixed it. I think they did an attempt, but yeah. I guess this new this flipped controller assignment is due to the input system. Seems a bit messy. Can I fix this immediately now? Settings, controller binding. Yeah, I'm trying to get... In the overlay I had a controller monitor before that shows which buttons I pressed, but I can't get the manifest to register properly for a background application. It's really annoying. Anyway, let's see. Light controller. Default bindings, edit. Can I change which is which? I mean, they display correctly. The thumbs are on the right side. Edit action poses. I mean, the pose is correct. It's just the action assignment that is the wrong hand. Very well. Let's check the options. Did I change? Is this the fast movement? My CPU is getting really murdered now because I am getting tracking glitches, which is really unusual. Let's see options. Oh, this will end up badly. I don't think. I'm not sure if I see these. Maybe the menu is really intense. Or maybe not. How come the whole world is like distorting? I think it's the motion smoothing, because I cannot see this happening in OBS. Then it's just running at a low frame rate. But in the headset, the world is like compressing and expanding when I'm moving my head. It's quite nauseating. Can I turn motion smoothing off in here? Because now it's terrible. Wow. I'm gonna check the desktop options. There's the SteamVR window. Hello. VR. Settings. Frame timings look pretty bad. Stupid CPU. The CPU graph is, as you can see, even the frame timing that is usually supposed to be a flat line at the bottom is actually working quite hard. Video, enable motion smoothing, no. I did like the old what the? Now this is silky smooth. Am I even running at a low frame rate? What? What? Is turning motion smoothing off just save my CPU from burning up? What? Okay, this is surprising. This is now a much better experience. It cannot even be compared. Currently, somehow, I'm at frame rate. Why? What? I'm happy I actually recorded it before. Well, I guess I have a freaking frame rate monitor in the overlay, but how on earth can motion smoothing actually murder my performance? Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't change it to fast. Oh yeah, because it was the hand. Let's do fast controller. Is it analog? Oh yeah, it's analog. Oh yeah, and it's okay, bye. I guess I found the bottom. Can I if I strobe it, I might be able to actually read it. Do I keep moving in the same direction? Somehow, let me restart the game quickly. Let's see if restarting it will fix the hands. So right, left, right, left, right, left. This music definitely makes me think Wii Health or Wii Balance Board game, whatever. Or maybe Wii Sports.
Press button to open lander door.
I think I still have my locomotion option. I can't seem to pass through this wall, so maybe that was an isolated accident. Now I know. Oh, I have the right hands.
To comply with regulations, you must have
because
the tutorial. Thank you.
This is now tracked.
Gravity Lab, the leading.
This is a problem
and cat food brand.
Using it analog. If I press the very... Oh, it's actually analog to the direction of the hand. Okay. That is interesting and unusual. I now also see the...
Gravity Lab. To comply with regulations, you must absolve a tutorial. Thank you for choosing Gravity Lab, the leading gravity modification and cat food brand.
It's actually dependent on the travel speed. Okay, it's a bit easier to interact now when the trigger is acting on the right hand.
Sensors detected possible structural damage due to micrometeorites. We recommend using our patented side-to-side transport to enter the ART gravitational testing facility. Our staff has been evacuated, but feel free to begin testing without us. Please refer to the instruction cards on how to use the micro.
Turn off vignetting. Let's turn this up to 45, and arm swing sounds exciting. So, grip buttons. I want to go fast, so I'm swinging my hands like a crazy person. I'm mostly used to this through Gorn. That's where I started using it the most.
Gravitational testing facility.
I know Climbby has a similar thing, but
but feel
I usually
free to
just
begin testing without
jump
us.
around in there.
Please refer to the instruction cards on how to use the micro-teleportation device to enter the testing rooms. This message will repeat.
Trying to understand. If I just use one hand, it seems to. Oh, it's when I'm looking down, it's actually getting all choppy. I'm looking straight ahead, it looks fine. Is that just a visual?
Welcome to the state-of-the-art gravitational testing facility.
Will I get a smooth experience if I, like...
Begin testing without us. Please refer to the instruction cards on how to use the micro-teleportation device to enter the testing
this
room.
becomes zoop,
This
zoop,
message
zoop.
will repeat.
If I do circles... Yeah, I don't know. This probably feels a bit too slow. I mean, world grab. Oh, so the other thing is like a bit more artificially or tuned, I guess.
Welcome to the state-of-the-art.
This is a bit quicker. Is the other one like restricted sideways?
Begin testing.
Maybe. I think so. That might be the case. So this is more freeform. But it also feels like it's faster, but maybe that's
will repeat.
just an impression? I don't know. Oop, friggin' weird buttons that stick. That's a common problem with the controllers. Clouds.
Welcome to the state-of-the-art.
Is this when I walk somewhere and then spin the world? So I go here.
But feel free to begin testing without us. Please refer to the instruction cards on how to use the micro-teleportation.
I think people use the same name for different things. So this is just micro-teleporting, basically. I can't hold and have it do it continuously, apparently. But I can do it in different directions. Oh, backwards and forwards, because this is snap turning. Okay. Can I turn snap turning off? Because I don't like doing it by...
Welcome to the state-of-the-art gravitational
No.
facility.
I got used to that with the gamepad back in the DK1 and 2 days, but if I can avoid it, I will, especially when standing up.
To enter the testing rooms. This message.
There's no off option. I definitely would like an off option here. That's for sure. Let's turn it as 15 degrees is fine, because that doesn't disorient me, because I can still see, if I'm looking at this pathway, I can still see it move away. With too high degrees, it will vanish from my vision, and if I do it by mistake, I don't know in which direction I turn.
Welcome to the state-of-the-art gravitational facility.
And we're back to teleport. So, compared to the hand movement and world grabbing, this is like super quick. This is one reason why I prefer to have two modes active at the same time, because if I want to take it slower and appreciate the environment, I would use like the world grabbing, or I mean, now the grip buttons aren't even used for anything, so world grabbing would be perfectly fine. And then I have teleport for whenever I want to be quick. Oh, hello.
Welcome to the state-of-the-art gravitational testing facility. Our staff has been evacuated, but feel free to begin testing
just how fast is...
Please refer to the instruction cards on how to use the micro-teleportation device to enter the testing rooms.
There you go.
This message will repeat.
It's just... why is it the smooth locomotion is only on one hand? The other hand is now doing nothing. It's also a bit weird that it follows the angle of the hand instead of just going at the speed. Also, being analog and pressing down, it's murdering the tips of my finger.
Welcome to the state-of-the-art gravitational testing.
I mean, this kind of works, but
our staff has been evacuated, but feel free to begin testing without
I definitely
Please refer to the instruction
want
cards on how
a
to use
move
the
on touch.
micro-teleportation device to enter
So
the testing room.
for me, this analog movement is completely pointless when it's move on press. Also now, I need to angle my thumb up so it doesn't touch as much of the touchpad to go quicker, which means compressing an even smaller part of my finger. I've had issues with nerve compression in my fingers, so I'm not very happy with that.
Welcome to the state of the
Also, this that it depends on the angle is a bit weird.
has been evacuated.
I think something I started talking about before but didn't finish is that. Oh yeah, I think I did talk about it. That some people, they want the acceleration, this difference in gradient in speed. But for me, I actually prefer to just have on-off, constant speed when trying to. If I could choose here, I would have either move forwards on pressing on the entire touchpad. I don't care about turning. Just press the touchpad and I'm going in the direction the hand is pointing at a constant speed. I don't need the analog.
Testing facility.
That could have a speed setting if it's fast or slow. That's what I used in Talos Principle. If I knew I had a lot of travel to do, I would just turn it up. And then when I had to navigate close quarters puzzles, I would turn it down. So tweakable settings for different situations. Now I get back into this menu immediately. I think it reset every time when I was in a puzzle. Then it would be in the like construction panel. I much prefer that it keeps showing where I was before.
Welcome to the state of the art gravitational
very nice.
Facility. Our staff has been but feel free to begin testing without.
Is this it? Am I done with this maybe? Done with testing the locomotion? Oh yeah, arm swinging obviously isn't directional. It's dependent on the headset. Yeah. So it's like world grabbing, but one directional, only forwards and for the headset direction. That kind of makes sense. I also don't have to grab and release all the time. I can just hold the buttons down forever. My question then is why isn't it connected to the touchpads? Because the grip buttons are uncomfortable at best to keep down, holding down.
Has been evacuated.
They are
begin testing
not
without us.
comfortable at all in any way.
On how to use the micro-teleportation device to enter the testing room.
So
this message will repeat.
This would also work. I mean, the touchpads are now doing nothing, so having it work for both would be nice. So I could just use the touchpads. It's way more convenient to just slightly push the thumb than gripping the controllers like a madman. Yeah. Yeah, and this one is pretty nice. I mean, especially if you have a tiny space. I don't have a tiny space, but if you want to stand somewhere, like, oh, I can't reach that thing, you can just whoop. So this is probably what I would use if I'm in a puzzle room.
This message will repeat.
I would like to use this, but also have teleport on the touchpad to go. If I exit and I'm in an environment like this, I don't know now what the game actually consists of, if there's many more big environments, or if this is just the lobby. But I would like to use teleport here and this movement definitely in the puzzle rooms. Or both, and if the rooms are big.
Our staff has been evacuated, but feel free to begin testing.
I thought this would take 10 minutes. Pretty sure I spent more than 10 minutes in here.
Device to enter the testing rooms. This message will repeat.
Half an hour. Yeah, that's normal test time. Okay, but yeah, this was Grav Lab Locomotion, tested by yours truly. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.